All right. Well, I don't know what happened there. It just kept saying not recording, recording, lost connection, low connection, and all that. So I apologize that we're off. And actually, my Facebook page isn't getting anything now, but that is okay. Most of you guys were here. So I apologize that we lost that, and hopefully we are good now. I just had one last case study. I know we were talking about Andy, I think, on the last one. And the last person I wanted to share was a lady named Chanel Stewart. So Chanel and I had been in a certification program together, and I'd known her for a year and a half. And she finally said to me, I've been wanting to write a book. And I was really surprised. Her story is in Easy Writer. And she had felt this nudge calling her in 2016. And she felt like she needed to share her story. But she was afraid that she needed to be more. She thought that she needed to be bigger, better, like accomplish more, do all these things, be in the caliber and likes of, hey, Lisa, sorry about that I lost you there. And Chanel thought she needed to be like Tony Robbins or Oprah first before she would be worthy enough to write this book. She thought, let me get more successful, and then I'll put that book together. And she actually said that she had thought of this book for many years, but she just never let it sit in her mind for too long. She was just like, you know what, later, 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 later. I'll do it later. Because, sometimes it's a little frightening to put into words and tell people that you actually want something when you're not sure how you're going to get it, or you feel like you might be judged, or that you're like, I don't know how long this is going to take, or if it's even going to be successful. But here's the thing that happened next. She finally got through that hurdle of, you know what? I definitely want to write my book. This is the thing I want to do. And then she started questioning herself. Is it the right time? Maybe she should wait. And then again, that famous thing came up. And then she thought, well, gosh, I'm doing my business. I have all these other things. Am I really going to be able to do all of this all at the same time? Because it seems so huge. It seems so daunting to try to write it and then to think about even publishing it. She didn't know how to structure the book. She wasn't sure what to say inside of it. She didn't know how to organize everything. She wanted it to flow well and make sense, because gosh, we all want that, right? We want our books to flow and make sense and people to enjoy it. And it's not just about let me give you the content and the help that you need. We actually want them to enjoy the experience, right? But she was afraid maybe I'm not interesting enough, and maybe I can't say things interesting enough. And which topic out of the 4 in my head am I going to pick to write? Which one is the right one? But the thing was, all she knew was the book was tugging at her heart, and she wanted to help people. And as soon as she committed and said, you know what, forget all this other junk that is going on in my head. I am enough right now. I am worthy. I deserve whatever success I have and whatever success the book is going to bring. She committed to writing the book through the commitment to her own desire. And so then she enrolled in Easy Writer, and within that 12-week time frame, she had her book written. She had it launched a bestseller. And afterwards, she told me it was by far the scariest thing she has ever done. Hey, Rosie, this is part 2 because we got disconnected. So if you want to hop on the other video later and watch that replay, it's in the group. So afterwards, she told me it was by far the scariest thing she's ever done. Now, she has a master's degree. She's done a lot of things in her life. And she said this one trumped all of them. So many uncertainties came up for her along the way. But because she set a pace to finish within the timeline and the calendar that we put together in the program, she said, you know what, I'm sticking to it. I am doing this. I am not going to let anything get in the way. I'm setting aside my time. And again, it was the commitment. Because we talked about that time thing, right? Realistically, we all have enough time in every day to do the things that we want to do. I have a very, very dear friend who is probably close to 90 now. And I remember one day at church, she said to me, if you are running out of time in your day to do everything that you're telling yourself that you need to do or want to do, if you're running out of time in the day, then you did the wrong things that day. And I was like, oh my gosh, right? So we all have the capacity to do whatever it is that we want to do if we want it badly enough. Lisa says this, that's such an encouragement to me. I have felt all of what these have experienced so helpful to me. I am so glad, Lisa. So now she uses her book. So she launched this, it was in 2017 as well. She now uses her book in a funnel that allows her to get clients on autopilot. Chanel now makes, I don't know, I think I'm allowed to tell you this. She now makes $30,000 to $50,000 a month in her coaching practice. She has implemented a series of emails to go with and upsells those clients into her one-on-one package. And she's since doubled her prices at least twice. Now, she doesn't get all her clients that way, but some of them come that way. And she's not the only person who has doubled her prices twice. Jay, who I mentioned a little bit earlier in the other video before we got cut off, she's in one of my interviews on my page that I did yesterday. She's doubled her prices twice as well. In 2018, she was the one that wrote Abuse to Abundance. In the summertime this year, she released that. She's doubled her prices twice, and she said she's so filled up with clients. Her coaching practice is so filled up that the way to filter the people now is to raise her prices again for 2019. Just think about that. You're so filled up that you're going to raise your prices to filter out the people who may not want to work with you, right? Oh my gosh. And there are so many other amazing case studies and like inside the head talk in this book. Like I said, we're doing a contest for this book in the 3-day challenge. If you have not been in the group this week, we have 3 videos. Go comment on those videos, do the homework assignments, and then we'll be raffling off, in a sense, counting points and pulling names, probably after Christmas, just because I know people are going to be busy. They probably aren't going to be so interested in jumping in my group. But, you know, I just opened this randomly to page 64 in my book, and there's a quote from Maya Angelou. There's no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Don't wait until it's too late to get this book out of your head, onto paper, out into the world, helping each other. I talk about the starfish story a lot. I'm not going to tell the story again, but you know, a lot of those days where we cried out and we said, why is this happening? Why do I have to go through this? I don't know if I can bear this any longer. Part of the reason that we were called to go through that journey was because, for one, somebody out there knew we were going to get to the other side. And because we did get to the other side, we are the chosen ones to help those people that need that same help that you didn't have, that I didn't have while we were going through our struggles. So I really encourage you, if this book is in your head, like, it is not going to stop tugging at your heart until you get it out. It's going to take up space in that corner, in the back recesses of those dark closets and those dusty closets of your mind. No matter how far you try to squish it back there and think about it later, it's going to come back, and then you squish it back and then you come back. You know, that kind of energy going on in your head. I'm just telling you, on the other side, it feels so great to have your book done. We did that visualization in I don't remember, day 1 or day 2 of the challenge, with the auditorium of people who you have helped and the auditorium of people who you didn't help, which, like, it's empty. The whole auditorium and stadium is empty because you didn't have the courage to step up and share your story and write your book. So if it's tugging at you, if you know this is something that you need to be doing, then I encourage you, I really do, really encourage you to check out my Easy Writer Guaranteed Amazon Bestseller Program. Super early bird ends December 31st. The first 3 people are getting an extra 30-minute laser focus intensive with me. I'm kidding you not that we get a lot of crap done in 30 minutes. I am a cut to the chase kind of person. We can get a lot done in 5 or 10 minutes, quite honestly. Check that program out. I'm going to put the details in this video. I'm also going to go back to the other one and put it in the comments so that you guys won't miss it anywhere. Reach out to me and ask your questions if you want. It is a soup to nuts program. It goes from let me pick your topic to structuring your book to putting in all the marketing pieces that you need to turn readers into clients to a proven step-by-step bestseller process that has gotten 92 others to bestseller, all in 24 hours of launching their book. And then what I did with the extra special super duper bonus is I added month 4 through 10 in case you wanted to learn to leverage your book, in case you didn't want your book to be that coffee coaster or sit on a shelf collecting dust or just be on Amazon doing nothing. If you want to create a book funnel like Chanel did, if you want to leverage it for speaking gigs like Karen did, if you want to use it to get on TEDx Talks like my client Curtis did, if you want to use it to create a course, if you want to use it to pitch media, if you want to get on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox with press releases, all of that is included. It's over $16,000 of value, and you can get in for 6 payments of $482 or 1 payment of $2,497. There are coupon codes for that I will shoot in the comments as well. And like I said, if at all this is tugging at you, you owe it to yourself because it's not an investment in me. It's an investment in your future. It's an investment in your client's future. It's investment in the generations that come after, because we get to live forever in the words that we put in a book. After I'm gone, this book is still going to be here. The book that I wrote about entrepreneurship is still going to be here. The book that I wrote with a bunch of others about our struggle with Lyme disease is still going to be here after we're all gone. That means I get to leave a legacy that I'm proud of, and I want to make sure the contents of the book are important, are good, and are meaningful, and that's what I want for you as well. All right, so that wraps it up for us this week. I know the holidays are coming. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. And like I said, we'll be doing the contest for the drawing for the print book next week. And I'm not exactly sure when that is, but I will post it sometime. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.